Hello, Resurrection. It's March the 6th, Wednesday, and everything is on and ready to go for tonight for all of our regular programming. Dinner at 6 and all of our programs to follow that. I'm very happy with how the adult Bible study is going right now. Great crowd, great discussions, picking up every week, actually. And as a matter of fact, everything is picking up at Resurrection right now. I don't know if it's the time of the year and ready to get back to it. But I suspect that's not what it is. I suspect that we're just picking up, and we'll give thanks to God for that. I love to be in church with a full, healthy, robust sort of church. It keeps the energy level up, and it just makes me leave church feeling like $1 million. And I thank you for that. I hope you do too. I hope you leave feeling like $1 million as well. Uh, so we're having the funeral service for our dear sister who has been with us since the very beginning, since before I was born, Louise Dozier. We will have her funeral this Saturday. That's March the 9th at 11 o'clock. I expect a very healthy crowd for that, and we'll have a reception afterwards, and all of Louise's dear friends from the many, many years are coming together to put that together in honor of her and in service to her family. I think I've said this to you before, but I will say again that their Emmett and Louise's children, Chip and Wheezy, have done just the most remarkable job in caring for her. You ought to take a great deal of comfort to know how she was loved and cared for in her last days, and how much love she felt from her church and support that she felt from her church and the love that she had for y'all. We talked about her church just for hours and hours and hours, and how grateful she was for you and how much she loved you and how happy she was and secure she felt in the health of the church. It did her heart good to know that Resurrection is making it. Resurrection has made it and will keep making it. Will keep doing what it was that she and her husband and the Enochs and the now see, I've started naming names and I shouldn't do that because I always will leave somebody out. But all the many, many families that came together to spread the kingdom of God in this part of the world. And it did her heart good knowing that that will continue on. And I thank you for that as well. This week in our directed fast, this Friday, the church normally fasts on Fridays, especially during Lent. We fast on Fridays. And for our directed fast this week, I think it would be a good idea in addition to whatever regular Lenten fasting you're doing, is to take a nice long walk this Friday. If you normally walk a mile during the day, maybe walk two this Friday. A longer walk than you would normally do. If you are a long walker anyway, maybe plan some time for a hike. If you can't do it on Friday, you can do it on Saturday. That's okay. Or just get out of the house and walk around the block if you can do that. Do that by yourself, or do that with your family, do that with a friend, but get out and take a nice long walk. And while you're taking this walk, be intentional about what it is you're doing and what it is you're thinking about. And remind yourself of the long, long journey that Jesus made for us, the journey that he made literally carrying his cross all the way to the hill of Calvary for us. And then think about the long journey that we make in our life as well. Think about the long journey that Louise made, and think about where her journey ended, because it ended in the arms of Jesus Christ. And I know that. I'll tell you a story about that one day. Um, think about that, the long journey and the joy of reaching the end of our journey, which will end in the courts of heaven, singing his praise. We here in the office were just putting together the bulletin for the funeral for Louise, and the readings are the readings about heaven. That's what Louise talked about more than anything else. Her last days, it was on her lips constantly. I told you that she died surrounded by her family, with the praise of Jesus on her tongue, and she did. And we talked about heaven a lot, and so the readings that we've picked for the funeral bulletin are the readings about heaven, describing what it is that waits for us, what it is that awaits us on that great last day when we'll all be reunited. So think about that. Think about the end of your journey. Think about coming back home at the end of your journey this Friday when you add on that to your Lenten fast. I love you. I'll see you tonight. I'll see you Sunday, and I love to see you anytime in between.